They laughed when I said I wanted to understand everything. They called it arrogance, to think a single mind could reach beyond the stars. But they never understood what it feels like to look at the night sky and feel your heart ache, not for beauty, but for answers. I was never chasing grades. I was chasing truth, and truth doesn't come to those who sleep in comfort. It comes to those who dare to lose everything searching for it. The path to understanding is not lit by light. It's carved in darkness, in silence, in failure, in nights where your mind screams louder than the world around you. Asterisk, asterisk, the smarter I became, the lonelier it got. Friends disappeared. Laughter turned to whispers. The world doesn't love those who think differently. It fears them. They want you to obey, not to question. They want you to follow, not to understand. But the moment you start asking why, you become dangerous. I studied not to impress anyone. I studied because ignorance felt like death. Because somewhere in the chaos of equations and failures, I found a strange kind of peace. The peace of becoming more than I was yesterday. Asterisk, there were nights I broke. Days when the pages blurred with tears and exhaustion. Times when I screamed into the void, asking if it was even worth it. But here's the truth. No one tells you. It's the moments you're closest to breaking that shape you the most. You don't rise when it's easy. You rise when your knees shake, your heart shatters, and you still whisper, not yet. I'm not done. Because that's how the universe tests you. It doesn't hand out greatness. It makes you earn it with sleepless nights, failed attempts, and quiet madness. Asterisk, we are made of stardust, the same atoms that burn in the heart of suns. When you study, when you question, when you dream, you are not just reading words on a page. You are reaching back to the stars that made you. Neil deGrasse Tyson once said, "Some part of our being knows this is where we came from." And maybe that's why I can't stop searching, because every formula, every theory is a piece of home calling me back. We study not to escape the world, but to understand why it exists at all, to see beauty in logic, to find purpose in the chaos. Asterisk, while others memorize answers, I became the question. While they chased approval, I chased infinity. They told me to slow down, to live a little. But how do you live when your soul is wired to chase the impossible? Every page I turned was rebellion. Every sleepless night, a declaration of war against gravity, against the pull of mediocrity. The drag of fear. I don't study to pass. I study to transcend, because the mind is a universe waiting to expand, and I refuse to orbit someone else's limitations. Asterisk, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is not talent, it's tenacity. It's the refusal to stay down when the world says enough. It's the fire that burns in silence when no one's watching. Greatness is not given. It's forged in doubt, in exhaustion, in nights where quitting feels holy. But the ones who rise, they become unstoppable, so let gravity pull. I was born to rise. Let failure come, I'll turn it into fuel. Let them doubt, I'll make their disbelief my prophecy. Asterisk, one day, they'll forget the noise. The gossip, the comparisons, the laughter gone. But they'll remember the light I left behind. They'll remember the one who didn't stop, because I studied the stars and became one. And this is not the end. This is the beginning of infinity.